Hello and welcome to Creative Bar, Series 2, Episode 1. Happy New Year, people.
Happy New Year!
It is 2016 now, and as we promised, Creative Bar is back.
And better.
And better. Hopefully better for you guys.
New set, new hair, new ideas. Good.
It's going to be good. This is Creative Bar. Today we're going to be talking all about newspaper advertisements from the 1920s.
Ooh, 1920s.
It was our first married Christmas this year. And married New Year. It was pretty decent. I enjoyed it quite a lot.
And birthday, New Year?
And, well, it's your birthday in a couple of days. Well, by the time this is out, It's already been your birthday. You'll be 21.
21.
If you didn't know her age, she's 21.
Well, not at the moment.
But no, now you are. 'Cause whilst everyone's watching this, you technically are 21.
So there you go.
Naomi's my wife. She's not just this random woman I've paid to be on here. Although she likes to think she is just like this random woman who gets paid on here. But she's not.
Still waiting for payment.
Brilliant. Still waiting for payment. Today we're going to be talking and showing you some 1920s newspaper advertisements because they are hilarious.
I haven't seen them yet.
You haven't seen them yet, and if you haven't done any research into them, you might not think they're that funny, but they are ridiculously funny because some of the things on there are not so politically correct anymore.
That's what I'm worried about, is that you found something a little bit maybe borderline or over the line.
Well,
and you're going to put it on the internet.
You'll surely find that in Creative Bar, that if you've got nothing that's borderline or over the line, then you're boring.
This is true.
So we're going to be not boring today and look at some 1920s advertisements on my laptop. So here we go. I've gone on Google, and on Google you'll see, Naomi, that you'll see that there are a bunch of different advertising things here. This is Miss Brasso, and I'm just going to go through them all.
I still use Brasso, so that advert obviously worked.
It did work. Now remember, these are all in the newspaper, so they had different illustrations in them, and it was all to do with using space effectively.
Cool.
So a lot of these things were hard to print because they had letterpresses and stuff. And the printer, we don't have a laser printer back then. So everything was to do with space and detail and was to make people want to buy it like
That's
normal.
a proper quote, that, isn't it?
So what does it say? Miss Brasso on her metal.
With the help of Miss Brasso, tarnish disappears and metal shines as brightly as the sun.
Silvo for silverware. So there you go.
That is a bit of a claim.
It is a bit of a
Metal
claim.
shines brightly as it will blind you. If you look at the silverware, it will blind you. That's how good Miss Brasso is.
Here's another one from Wrigley's.
Ooh.
This is a Wrigley's 5-cent a package before the war. What's that?
It says it's 5 cents before the war. It was 5 cents during the war.
Or 5 cents now?
It's
well,
not. It's like a pound now.
It's like 5 cent. No, it's like a pound during the recession, a pound before the recession.
And Juicy Fruit, can I just say, is the best gum ever for 10 seconds.
Did not know Juicy Fruit was on there.
That's all you get. 10 seconds of flavour.
That's right, yeah. What was it made out of? I think bubble gum back then was made out of whale blubber.
Lovely.
But did you? That's a general fact. Well, I think it's a fact. I've heard that somewhere. I think it might have been on Uber Facts, so you never know. Women's simpler hygiene, more absorbent, discards like tissue.
I think that's for pads, darling.
You'll find a lot of them on here. What's this one? Rouges in our feminine hygiene. Oh, there you go. What's this? Charlie Chapman. Oh, this one looks awesome. So
Charlie Chaplin's the circus.
What I really like about the 1920s newspaper advertisements is the fact that they use typography in such a cool way. So everything should have its place, but you can really tell about the hierarchy of the design within illustrations because they had to extremely do it back then. And that's why all vintage things are really extreme because there was a height of mass producing lots of products, so there's a lot of competition. So
they used a lot of illustration, didn't they?
They did, yeah. There were a lot of this sort of vintage.
Grab your attention.
Yeah, so grab your attention. So here we go. We've got another one that's a good example. The super surprise
store.
The surprise store. So it says 3 stores, next line, and then it tells you where it is. And I don't think the overall thing is very good here. I mean, the logo looks sick.
I think they've used the space quite well, to be honest.
What's that boy doing? Like
pushing a wheelbarrow full of surprises.
And I guess this is during like near the war, wasn't it? Or this is after the First World War, during the First World War, 1920s.
Yeah.
So this will have a lot of influence. The war will have a lot of influence within it. What's this next one? That one's not really working on Google for some reason.
That's fine.
Doors funeral car finest.
Wow.
In this section.
It's a bit morbid.
We bury the dead almost daily, so you don't have
really morbid.
We bury the dead, so you
daily.
don't have to. Why do we keep busy? Because we sell coffins at live and let live prices. What?
Live and let live prices. Oh my goodness.
My reading is terrible. That's live and let live. Well, that's a bit ironic, isn't it? It's not real. Live and let live the dead. Dead and be buried, more like. Is that?
We bury the dead almost daily. There you go.
That's got to be a
It's
good
a
one.
quote.
Now let me have a look here. There's another sanitary thing that's going on there. Fat men. What's going on here? Wash away fat and years of age with Lama reducing soap.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool, isn't it? The fact that they sold soap to men who were fat. I
don't think there'll be any scientific evidence at all that could do anything.
No. Here's another Brasso one, which is cool. This is a lad this time, isn't it? Where does the shine come from? That's pretty cool.
Comes from the sun. So
this kid's sniffing some Brasso on here.
Literally, you're not allowed to give kids Brasso.
Well, this kid loves the Brasso. I particularly like it. I think it's really cool because the logo, I believe, has stayed relatively the same.
And that's the colour of Brasso, isn't it? That burgundy colour.
Yeah, it's the same colour, which is pretty cool. Here's a Jello one. This is a coloured one. The delicious
I like that.
dessert Jello. Delicate, delightful, dainty.
Triple D.
And you can see that there's another logo down at the bottom, which is probably what it is now. And see how much it's changed? Not very much. As in, that's the sort of style I do at the top of there. Now, I quite
like that one.
I want to find a hilarious one. Asthma cigarettes. Alright, this is the best one ever. Dr. Batty's. I don't think this is real near me though, is it?
That would be hilarious if it was.
Asthma cigarettes. And who's this guy here? Am I ready for chest hair? Oh dear.
Right, we're getting into the weird part of it now.
Oh wow, that's brilliant. Well, that is it for Creative Bar today. It's been a pleasure.
You just wanted to find the weird stuff and the non-PC stuff.
Yeah, I did. It was only going to be funny doing that though, wasn't it?
That's true.
But anyway, thank you so much for watching the first episode of Series 2 of Creative Bar.
See you next week.
See you next week when Naomi's going to be talking about something completely different.
Exciting.
See you later.